This game contains suggestive scenes and mature themes. Players. Oh. Hello, everyone. My name is BuddyBear83, and today we are starting a brand new series on the channel titled Edenbound. Now, I want to apologize again. I was short on videos, mostly because August was a busy schedule for me, because I was on a family trip, and I couldn't make any videos. And then over the last couple weeks, it was kind of hard. And then last week, I started college. So it's gonna be hard making videos, but I will do my best to not make a long time. I will do my best to not wait so long to upload videos again. Either way, I cannot wait to start this new visual novel. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that it came out last year, and I am super excited to start a whole new visual novel in this whole new world and whole new characters. Oh my god, I am so excited. Without a further ado, let's get started. Start. Ooh. Okay. Was that space? Oh my god, is this a futuristic visual novel? Ooh. Okay, here we go. It's finally done. Beautiful, isn't it? We're going to do so much with all this. To even surpass death itself, to be able to protect previous life. Like this. Humanity's achievements. It's incredible, no? Happy birthday, dear. How many is it now? Oh, is this... Are we playing as a child right now? I guess I can try. I stopped counting after, I don't know, 400. No, it can't be. I'll just do my normal voice for it now. I don't know about this. Isn't there any other way? I can't think of anything else. We're running out of time. They're depending on us. Everyone is depending on us. Whoa. Hold on. Just let me... What is happening? Oh my god. I know I'm excited, but oh my god, I have a lot of questions on my mind already. You stand upon a gleaming panel, flawless, smooth, and perfectly aligned with a series of other glassy platforms. The air is cold, and you find it impossible to breathe, not that you feel the need to. Floating before you is a monolithic city, hanging out upside down and adorned with brilliant neon lights, visible from way out here. Below, or at least what feels like below, stands Earth. Oh god, is this an alien invasion? What? You stand in awe of the You stand in awe of Gressalan pillars, shining with geometric patterns of pink and blue. But despite the radiant light glows, you can't help but notice something is off. Where are the stars? Oh my god, you're right. Is it completely silent? You try to utter a phrase, but you feel your throat tighten. You try to take a step forward, but your movement is sluggish. as if you're moving through thick jelly. Okay, I'm guessing this is the main character. We are Eli. Where am I? How did I even get here? I don't remember a thing. Please, you can't. Not after everything we've done. My love, please forgive me. It's our last hope. You hear echoes of unfamiliar voices, one feminine, soft-spoken, and graceful, yet filled with a sense of malcancy, the other girlish and bright, but with infiltrations of uncertainty and urgency. Who was that? You look around, but no one else is here but you. The atmosphere is as still as ever, the defending silence filling your ears once again. You wander around your crystalline panel for a while longer before walking back to the edge. You continue to gaze towards the gleaming city on the moon, entrance by its beauty. Cutting through the silence, you hear a faint humming coming from the celestial object before you, as if it's beckoning you forward. Almost as if you've been hypnotized, you find yourself stepping closer and closer to the edge, feeling all sense of autonomy start to fade in. Your hazy stupor, you continue walking towards the city. You outstretch your paw, swearing that you could reach the moon if you could stretch just a little further. Okay, is this the woman or girl? Oh, this is the woman. I'm so sorry. I love you. Goodbye, dear. In an instant, you hear a distant rumble, followed by an immense shockwave, pushing you back towards the cedar of the platform. Stumbling backwards and then regaining your balance, you see a cascade of glowing dust surge out from the city, quickly filling the vacuum of space with its lustrous beauty. As the dust quickly disappears in every direction, in just seconds, your surroundings become as still as they just were. You swirl your head around, and you're met with absolute motionlessness, as if you trapped in a moment in time. Feeling your movements start to slow down, your head feeling foggier by the second, you redirect your gaze to the moon. As if you are possessed, you walk forward towards the city once again to a figure-like stare. With complete lack of reason or control, you step over the edge of your platform, not even taking a moment to look down, your eyes still fixated on the grand city before you. Despite the feelings of nearly weightlessness you had just experienced, the moment your foot goes over the edge, you feel yourself start to fall. Your head starts to throb as you feel an intense wave of nausea wash over you, and your chest swells up with an immense feeling of dread. After only a brief moment, you fall, slows down until you come to a halt. The encroaching darkness swallows you whole. You feel your heart rate begin to speed up as your blood pumping through your ears is the only thing you can hear through the complete silence. You try to move, but to no avail. You try to breathe, but you feel like you are suffocating. You try to scream, but Your head is immediately filled with a cabaret of horrifying and compressive noises, spiraling croaks, and the sound of writhing tentacles clutter your mind. Completely petrified, you try to reorient yourself as you feel the world around you start violently spinning. What the What? What the heck was... We're not even like 5 minutes in. Oh my god. That wasn't... Was that all a dream? I mean, you can see Earth right there, but... Oh, maybe that's not Earth. Maybe that's... Oh my god. Oh my god, my mind is blown. Holy shit. I'm gonna guess it's all a dream. Okay, let's continue. What? You jolt awake, heart racing, sheets drenched in cold sweat. A gentle neon glow comes in through the windows, diffused through the foggy glass and illuminating your surroundings. You take a deep breath and ease yourself back into reality. Again, that must be the fourth time this month. You struggle to fully open your eyes as they are practically sealed shut with a familiar crystal eye gunk. With a series of slappy motions, you bring your paw up to your eyes, hazardly rubbing away the brittle substance into the back of your hand. Then dexterously, using your index finger to dig into the corners of your eyelids. You brush off the back of your paw into your strained sheets and carelessly flick the remaining gunk in a random direction. With a deep inhale, you then release the stored up air with a grunt as you hoist yourself up and sit on the edge of your bed. You reach over to your nightstand and put on your glasses, sitting them snugly on top of your snout. God, I'm exhausted. Oh my god. That was one hell of a dream. So, this is our new main character, Eli. My god. Alrighty, let's continue. You clumsily roll out of bed, stumbling over as you stand up. You feel a torrent of blood rush to your head as you trip over and almost fall over as quickly as you got up. Ugh. You stand in your room and observe your surroundings. Old fantasy and fiction books line the wall-mounted shelves around you. You don't remember where most of them even came from, but most of them have been read. Neglected houseplants hanging in front of your window. It's a surprise they haven't died yet, but it makes sense when you remember everything has been automated by little robots, so why bother? So, several hologram screens are mounted to your walls, set to back. While they could set to display anything you want, you can't really think of anything interesting to display. At your desk, another hologram screen is lit up, left idly on a random page of the Eden net. You look over at the corner of the screen and check for the time. 8:42 p.m. Great. You stand there in silent contemplation for a while. You consider calling over an android to materialize something to eat, but you haven't felt the desire to eat for days now. Eat for days? You must be hungry! Of course, you could always utilize the network to play around in any kind of simulation you desire, but at this point it feels like you've already done everything. You peer out the window. Towering buildings with holographic blue and pink neon signs fill the horizon. Some are set to display certain messages or storefront names, but most of them unused, yet still on. You think this would be a waste of energy, but limited resources as a concept has been eliminated for hundreds of years now. Hundreds of years? How far in the future are we? You gaze at the round object in the sky, the only thing breaking apart the monotony of the god neon-lit skyline. Oh, that is Earth! Earth. You cannot help but wonder how things are doing back over there. No use worrying about that now. You look over and spot some old, scattered clothes on the ground. You pick up a shirt and give it a sniff. It's wrinkled and slightly musty, but it'll do. Your pants are littered with rips and tears. Surely those can pass as fashionably. It's a bit of a tight fit, but that doesn't really matter to you. You carelessly start tucking in your shirt, stopping a part way through out of apathy. You pull your pants and figure you're decent enough. Aren't you gonna wear any shoes? I guess I'll be fine. Good enough. I better go pay Monty a visit. Feels like there's never anything to do around here anymore. Might as well go give the big dog some company. The metallic doors to your apartment automatically slide open as you approach them. You exit the room and take the lift downstairs. Wow! Look at this place. This place is nice. Not bad. So, if that was Earth, then what planet are we on? Are we like on a whole new planet? Huh. You step outside, taking in a deep breath of the cool, crisp air, and notably fresher than the old, stale air at your apartment, and a very welcome feeling for your lungs. You hear a familiar voice echo in the distance, down the alleyway, as they call out your name. How should I do your voice? No. Hey. Hey, what's up? Might as well go with that. Hey, Eli, wait up! You watch as you see a fluffy white salmon scurry towards you from down the path. Their quiet footsteps patter through the air as they gracefully step towards you, their voluminous mane and lightly bouncing with each step. Oh, hey Dylan, what's up? Just out sightseeing, I guess. Trying to find some cool places to take some shots. For your photo thing? Right. How's that been going? Bad. I've already been everywhere. Literally, all my pics look the same. Dylan rolls their eyes and huffs. Oh, they? Are you non-binary? Like, wow, another Neon City shot. Another shot of some trees with the earth in the background. 45-degree. Oh. Okay then. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. They continue to ramble, flaring their arms around and letting their paws do most of the talking. What about the outskirts? Have you been there? You interrupt them to end their rant. Oh, Mel made me promise not to go there. She's working on something under the bridge that doesn't want me to see yet. Actually, it's been a while since I've seen her. Hope she's all good. Mel? Steve's stepsister. Have you met her? Wait. Go back. Wait, Steven has a stepsister? Well, that makes sense, actually. She's never at the penthouse. Always under that bridge, lost in her work. They cut you off and mutter quietly, almost like they're talking to themselves. Anyways, what got you out of the house? Isn't this normally your nap time? Oh, that's me. I'm gonna be completely honest. I nap at nights. Their tone quickly shifts back to their usual easygoing self. It was until I had the weirdest dream. Woken me up pretty good. You wince and feel your heart briefly palpitate, whether this is a product. You wince and feel your heart briefly palpitate, whether this is a product of your fatigue or pang of anxiety. You do not know. Figured I could use some fresh air. What kind of dream are we talking? We talking teeth dreams? Or spider nightmares? I wish I could have a normal spider nightmares again. Dreams never make sense, and I'm not gonna bore you with it. Fair enough. I'm kinda just trying to kill time. Pretty inspired, and no one's home. We could head back to the penthouse and have some drinks and hang out if you want. Lane won't be home for a few hours, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind walking in on us like last time. Oh, are you guys together? They wink and smirk, their voice becoming more playful. Oh, maybe next time. I have actually got other plans. You feel your face warm up as you remember the events of the last time you visited the cruise suit. The taste of liquor and bad decisions fills your tongue as you withhold a dry, heaven even thinking about it. You heading over to Namora? Ne... Nemorvia? Hold on, how do you say this? You're heading over to Nirvana to see your old man? Their voice wavers in a teasing sing-along way, clearly trying to get a reaction out of you. Funny stuff. I mean, yeah, I am headed there, but like, don't call him that. Oh, geezer, Pops, Daddy. Alright, I'm out. See you later, Dill. You roll your eyes as you pass by, walking towards the nearby train station. Dylan's always teased you for your closeness with Monty, and although the bit is getting kind of old at this point, it's still at least somewhat endearing. You stand outside of the station, hearing the distance, checking for the train jetting along the trail. The train pulls up in front of you, a sudden breeze brushing past you and alternating the fur on your head. Brush your digits through your hair, fixing it up as the train slowly comes to a halt. Hasenberg Station. Next stop, Nirvana Station. Then all stops to the Andir River. Always remember to be courteous of your fellow passengers. Thank you for riding the Eden Express. Is everything here just called Eden and then something after? Wow. Look at this train. Looks nice. But this wasn't expensive, though. The train's doors open as you take a step into the empty shuttle. You hear the doors shut behind you as you glimpse down the carriage. See nothing but vacant seats. Upon closer inspection, you notice a spaced-out multate seats down at the end of the shuttle. His ears perk up as you step on, and you see his broad, muscular figure get up from his seat. Okay, I at least got to see the person to see then I'll see how he sounds like. Oh, hey Eli. Oh, who is this handsome man? Oh, and he has a little belly too, that's nice. His voice cracks as he stammers, looking visible, nervous. He stands with a meek slouch, presenting himself in a very hunched over manner. Whoa, I can't remember the last time I've seen anyone else using the train, especially you, Benny. Okay, Benny. Or does he go by Benjamin? Okay. I can't even remember the last time I've seen anyone around at all. Aside from Sebastian, I mean. You're huge, terrifying I'm sorry. Your huge, terrifying husband? What's he up to nowadays? Damn it, he's already married! But good for him! Good for him! Same old man, I guess. Let me try that again. Same old, I guess. Never has anyone else wanting, mostly around, mostly. He's kind of been off getting a lot clinger lately. Took a lot of convincing to let me go down on my own. What? His tone notably shifts, clear that he is somewhat bothered. Hasn't he always been like that? I don't think I've ever actually seen you out somewhere without him. No, it's different. I don't really know how to explain it. It used to be out of, I don't know, love. Recently, it's been a bit extreme, like he's terrified of being left alone at all. Hasn't been sleeping or eating much. He even turns away my baking. Aww. Says he's been having feverish nightmares lately, where I either die or I leave him. Me too. Benjamin's ears twitch as he perks up and furrows his brows. What? Not to the dying part, just the weird dreams. Despite the worried look on his face, you can't help but feel a bit amused as his expression quickly turns to one of relief. He's always been so serious. Kind of weird having about this side of him. You sure you're okay to leave him alone? Not really. But I needed space. I just wanted to go for a walk, you know. Almost feels like he doesn't trust me or something. His disposition quickly changes back to his patient self. I mean, I can't even really blame him. This place used to be bustling now. You're lucky to see anyone at all for weeks at a time, unless you're living with them. What even happened? Did an incident happen? Let out a sound of acknowledgement as you both stand there in thoughtfully silence. He's right. Although you never made much of an effort to make many friends, you used to at least see tons of bystanders going about their days. Trains, streets, buildings, always empty and always quiet. The only reason you tend to encounter anyone nowadays is because everyone's moved closer to each other. Out towards the other areas of the city, you find no one else for dozens of kilometers, aside from the wandering Edon robots maintaining the otherwise abandoned streets. Although you're grateful for the people you do know, you start to miss the intrigue and unpredictability of strangers. You decide to break the silence. Have you ever known anyone that's disappeared on Eden? I mean? A few. Not many years ago. Not recently, though. Not like I ever found out where they went. Not even a warning. Just one day. Gone. Can't exactly ask them for answers. Tried asking the Edennet. Nothing. No one's ever seen anything happen either. He paused for a moment. Are you scared? Benjamin's eyes glanced towards the ground, then back up to meet yours. I mean, it's been this long and nothing's happened to me. No point worrying about something I can't control. I guess it just makes sense why Sebastian's so worried. Nirvana Station next up. Hollivan Station. And all stops to the Adrian River. Thank you for riding the Edon Express. You feel the train gradually slow down as you see your stop approaching. I'm assuming you're getting off here. Yeah. Well, see you around. Let Monty know I said hello. You salute to Benjamin as you turn around and pass through the open train doors. You step off the train into the platform and look at the neon-lit bar below you. The familiar sight brings you comfort as you descend down the station stairs and approach the inviting doors. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice bar. I wish I could read this, though. As you get closer to the entrance, you see a tall, busky Rottweiler haughtily exiting the building, frantic and frustrated.
For fuck's sake. Fucking asshole. Thinks he can boss me around.
You, doing alright?
That old piece of shit cut me off. Says I've had enough.
He slurs his words and snarls at you with a deep and gravelly voice. The Rottweiler sloppily stumbles towards you, very clearly inebriated.
You sweetheart. You got any smokes?
As he approaches, you can smell the liquor under his breath and the scent of old cigars reeking from his unprofitably buttoned shirt. Sure. You take a step back away from his imposing size, trying not to rile him up. You reach into your pocket and pull out a box of cigarettes, handing him one. As he reaches for the cigarettes, he clumsily graces his paw against yours in such a way you think it was deliberately.
Thanks, bub. I got my own light.
He stumbles past you, lightly bumping into you as he walks away. He sways back and forth, trucking along and not looking back. You see him duck into an alleyway until out of sight. Haven't seen him before. And what's his deal? You turn and approach the bar's entrance. You faintly hear muffled jazzy hip-hopping coming from the inside. Walking past and peering through the windows, a portly corgi appears to already be inside, sitting alone and enjoying a beverage. Oh, he is so cute! Oh my god, you were so cute! Oh my god, please tell me you were single. Please tell me you were single. The metallic doors slide open as you approach the bar's entrance, the familiar sights of blue and pink neon cutting through the otherwise dim lighting.
Good to see you, Eli. Figured it was only a matter of time before I saw your mug walk through those doors. Come, Barstool's calling your name.
Hey, Charlie. Oh, Charlie! You take a seat beside the jolly dog. As you lower yourself down onto the vest stool, you feel your elbow bump and sink into his wide frame. As you get closer, you pick up almost feral grossly scents emanating from his clothes.
Whoops. Let me just...
He stands up and moves his stool over a smidge before sitting back down. You don't say anything, but you really didn't mind the contact.
Did you see?
1 sec. Sorry about that. I need some water.
Did you see the Rottweiler out there? Did you see that old Roddy running out of here?
Yeah. What was that about? You know him?
Not really. Seen him a couple times. Pretty sure he lives further out in the city. Not sure why he wouldn't move closer into one of the hundreds of empty places. Must get lonely up there. Only really comes by to get drunk, so the Edenites won't materialize him any more booze. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh. Monty cutting him off really pissed him off.
At the mention of Monty's name, you realize he's nowhere in sight. Where is Monty?
He just went upstairs to his apartment. Said he'll be back soon. Probably just cooling off after all that. Told me to just help myself to the bar. Speaking of, wanna join me for a drink?
Yes. Oh, my first choice. Yeah. I'm not gonna turn down this handsome Charlie. Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's the spirit.
That's my boy. What'll it be?
Charlie excitedly jumps from his stool and walks to the end of the counter. Wrapping around behind the bar, he peers up at the section of glasses and bottles before him. Surprise me. Oh my god. It's just like me, I always like surprises. You watch the cheeky corgi as he considers what to do. He looks up at the top shelf bottles and thinks about his options. He reaches up for them, hesitates, then stops partway through. You say nothing, but realize he can't reach them. You stifle a chuckle. Charlie instead turns his attention to the hologram screen on the bottom shelf. He grabs a rocks glass from the shelf, puts it underneath the sports, then begins to type away on the glowing blue interface. With a series of various inputs, the wondrous piece of technology before you starts to get to work. A translucent caramel-colored fluid starts to pour from the sports into your glass, complete with a cherry garnish. Charlie serves the drink to you, then comes out from behind the bar and reclaims his seat behind you.
Well, it's not gonna be as good as Monty does it, but booze is booze.
Thanks. Cheers! Oh! You take your glass and click it against Charlie's. You take a sip of your drink. The intense flavor of whiskey and rotted oak coat your tongue as a complex vocational herbal aftertaste comes forward once you swallow. The drink is stronger than you were ready for, and it burns on the way down.
No good?
You try really hard not to make a face as the burning liquid goes down your throat.
Matter Rizzler drinks are always kind of ass. Monty would skin me alive if he let me serve this to a stranger. The food is even worse.
It's not that bad. I eat that stuff all the time.
Oh please, swing by my place sometime and I'll cook up for a real meal.
Ooh, you're a cook? What do you make? What do you make? Charlie lets out a deep, heartfelt chuckle as you two continue banter away, sipping away at your drinks. The liquor makes its way into your system faster than you expected, definitely from your empty stomach. Your movements become a bit sloppier, and your inhabitants slower as you start to feel the room gently spin around you. An hour goes by, and then another. You're so lost in the conversation, don't even realize Monty still hasn't returned. No way.
3 of them? I'm telling you, I can take a beating. You learn to hustle them, then come back and show them what you really can do. I won a lot in that bet. Neither had a luckier hand in all my years.
As the night's gone on, you've been maintaining your buzz and keeping up with Charlie, despite the awful taste of materialized cocktails. Inspiration has been making more than tolerable anyways. Why don't we do this more often? You stumble forward and lean into Charlie. Charlie places his paws on your hips and helps you regain your balance. He gently tightens his grasp as he holds this position.
You want to head back to my place? I still gotta cook you up something proper, and then who knows?
Ah! You blush under your fur and feel a rising excitement build up in your chest. You let out a sigh. What are you doing? Well, I should probably wait for Monty. You check for the time. What, 2 hours? You furrow your brow. What's he doing up there? He never leaves the bar unattended for this long.
I'm sure he'll be back soon.
Charlie gets out of his seat and adjusts his written up jacket.
I gotta head home though. Offer's still on the table for another day. I owe you a meal. You're good company.
It's the first. Well, I don't know if there's day systems in here, but we just got lucky.
Don't be a stranger. Tell Monty I said thanks.
He gives you a polite salute to Charlie as he walks towards the bar doors. The metallic panels part, then close behind him as he exits, leaving you sitting at the bar alone. That was so cute. Oh my god. Where is he? Lean forward into the bar top. You rest your elbow on the surface in front of you. You lurch further forward and bring your head down, cradling your head in your soft, furry arms. You stretch your legs in your seat, then relax them again, and then yawn. Feeling a wave of fatigue wash over you, you struggle to keep your eyes open as you let your eyelids slowly close. Your body fully relaxes, and your breathing slows down as you drift off to sleep.
Hey, sleepyhead.
You feel a large paw gently caress the top of your head. Two handsome men for the price of one. Your eyelids gently open and you slowly move your eyes upwards. A massive mountain dog looks down at you with soulful brown eyes and a gentle expression on his face. Monty? You are so adorable. Oh, but I can't have two boyfriends. Oh my god. Oh god, I can't do that many deep voices, but I'll try my best.
Have a nice nap.
You frantically jolt upwards, noticing you left a noticeable puddle of drool on the bar top. Your oars are damp and mattered with slobber. You feel your head spin as you spit upwards. Nausea overtakes you as you try to resist the urge to throw up. Taking note of your swaying motions and very obviously hangover, Auntie places a glass in front of you and pours some water into it.
Fun night.
He lets out a polite, grittal chuckle and smiles at you. Oh, God, how long was I out for?
Couldn't tell ya.
Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. I just found you passed out when I came back downstairs. So sorry to keep you waiting. Something came up. Were you waiting for long?
With the room empty and devoid of anyone but you two, the huge canine in front of you comes out from the bar. Oh, he is so cute! I can't have two boyfriends with me. Their routes better be worth it, I swear to God. Monty towers over you as you turn to face him. He leans against the bar top and adjusts his small, curvier glasses before letting out a deep sigh.
Oh, you look exhausted.
His brow line seizes as he looks at you with concern. You haven't gotten a proper night of rest in weeks, and it's starting to show. Between your irregularly beating heart and your constant headaches, you wonder how you even manage to function at all. Your general unemptiness and prominent eye bags definitely aren't doing you any favors either. Huh. Don't I always look like this? You take your slobbery arm and wipe it on your shirt, leaving your fur standing up in sluggish points.
Eli, you know I can tell when something's bothering you.
What? I just came to hang out tonight. What? I just came by to hang out with an old friend. One who leaves me waiting for hours.
I had to tend to some, personal matters.
He breaks eye contact with his eyes dart downwards before coming back up, meeting with yours with a delicate stare. What? Your secret little bartender things? You think I know what's going on with you? A little more with how long I've known you? You huff and roll your eyes.
Oh, okay. Enough of that grumpy pup. Talk to me.
You take a deep breath and sigh. I had the dream again.
I figures.
Auntie pulls back the stool beside you and takes a seat. It's been like that at least once a week now. I never even had normal dreams anymore. Doesn't matter how much I sleep, I'm fucking spent.
Tell me more about this dream.
Well, I never remember what even leads up to it. Just a whole lot of nothing. Until suddenly I'm up in space between Earth and Eden. I hear things, two voices talking to each other, two women. They sound so happy, and suddenly they're saying goodbye. Then everything starts to shake. There's a bunch of glowing dust everywhere. It gets really foggy after that. I remember feeling like I was falling, then nothing but darkness. I start to feel off Like, there's nothing seriously wrong with me, but at the same time, like, I'm suddenly not myself. And that's usually when I wake up.
That's quite odd.
I just wish I knew why the hell it's been happening so much.
Why did you know the people? Did you know the people in your dream?
Couldn't tell you. I never saw them. Just voices.
Well, the mind is strange. Have you ever had other completely fabricated people show up in your dreams?
Oh, tons of times. Got tons of fake people stored up in my brain. You have smirk at that remark. But I can't explain it. These voices feel more real.
Hey, people, you've forgotten about. Things lay dormant in the brain all the time until one day.
Monty holds up his paw, balled up into tight fists. Then he completely opens them and slowly waves his arms out towards in an opening motion.
It all just comes back.
There's a pause as you see Monty stare forward, eyes unfocused, in a desolate state.
You know, I've been around for an awful long time. All of us. There's no feasible way any of us could remember anything.
He hesitates again.
Or anyone.
I never forget people.
Yeah? What'd you have for breakfast this morning?
I said I never forget people. And for the record, I didn't have breakfast.
Eli.
Hey, I had a few terrible man thoughts and to drink, if that counts.
It doesn't.
You try to lighten the mood, but it's clear that Monty's concern for you outweighs any attempt to reveal his worries. Brings his paw up to his bearded chin and ponders for a moment.
Here, let me show you something. It won't be long.
He gets up from his seat and goes back behind the bar, then passes through the door, leading his upstairs apartment. That's not what you said last time! Heavy-footed steps rhythmically thump the ground as they progressively sound more off with each step. You hear the distant sound of material and the delicate high-pitched clinking of metal on the ceramic. Various noises in the distance come from upstairs, cabinets closing, liquors being poured, and a mug being stirred. After a brief moment of silence, you hear footsteps get progressively louder, and the stairs creak under Monty's weight as he slowly comes back downstairs. Before long, Monty comes back out beside you and places a steamingly mug filled with a glycerine azure liquid in front of you. Whoa! What do we have here? The color, while shining with the likeness of brilliant aquamirrors, sparkling in the morning light, is naturally off-putting for any kind of drink. What is this?
It's butterfly pea and camelot tea, brewed with a stick of cinnamon and some other special things.
You look at Monty and tilt your head while raising an eyebrow.
Thoughts of love.
Monty Crow's feet are accurately as his eyes squirt, and the Corners of his mouth rise into a warm smile as he winks. Wait, did you say butterfly pea?
P. Pea. It's a flower grown mostly in southern Asia, back on Earth.
Yeah, that makes much more sense. A gentle flora aromas. A gentle flora aroma arises from the vessel, filling your nostrils with slight notes of apple and citrus. The nostalgic scent of earthly springtime air causes your eyes to slightly well up. Stubbly, sweet, soft, and flora. You have not experienced that sensation for a long time. Okay, it just cuts me off there. You start to reach for the...
Just a minute.
Monty grabs a lemon wedge from over the bar and firmly squeezes the fruit above your drink. A steady stream of juice drips into the bright cyan fluid below. Oh! With each drop of citrus, the tea gradually shifts towards an amethystly-like hull, then turns into a striking shade of fuchsia. What? Your eyes widen slightly. Monty chuckles.
It's anthroceciousness found in butterfly pea. Pigments react to acids. Doesn't taste like much, but it sure makes a cool pool party trick. Hopefully, the camelot helps calm you down a little bit. It's all ancient, but worst case scenario, you've got a nice warm drink.
You eye up the rosette liquid and generally reach for the mug. You pick it up and take another deep whiff of the bright, earthly aroma before taking a cautious sip.
Careful, it's hot.
Ouch! Very hot. You scald your tongue and wince at the pain, leaving your tongue feeling numb with a slight funny sensation. Monty notices you recoil at your initial sip. Yeah. Noted. You blow into the mug in preparation of taking another careful sip. The stream fogs up your glasses as you moved inwards. The flavor, while mild, fills your senses with delicate notes of apple, citrus, and honey. Earthly notes come through as the stubble spiciness of cinnamon and ginger come shortly after. Although you've never been much of a tea drinker, you're pleasantly surprised by the gentleness of the drink. Your eyes gently shut with satisfaction as your chest warms up with the heat of the tea.
Good.
You never disappoint. You continue to slowly sip away as you relax to Monty's presence.
So, did I miss much while?
Oh, so, did I miss much while you were waiting earlier? I know Charlie dropped by for a bit. Did you catch him?
Yeah. You stammer as you recall your evening. We kind of just caught up a little bit. Nothing special. He was trying to have you over!
He's actually the one that gives me the tea flowers. Grew them himself. Normally, you can just materialize them, but the real thing is always better. He's got quite a garden, you know. Wonderful thing. Could hardly tell where the moon. He's got quite a garden, you know. Wonderful thing. Could hardly tell we're on the moon when you're in there.
Wait, what? Are you saying that in this future, we're living on the damn moon? I'm curious about what year this takes place in. Huh. Maybe I should give him a visit. Yes, you should.
I'm sure he'll love that. He's been pretty lonely ever since Robert shut himself in. That poor guy. Ah, Charlie!
Monty slightly turns away and his face drops. Robert.
All friend of his. He's always been a bit of introvert. The years have been getting to him, I'm sure. Always stuck in the past. That old dog.
Do you just know everyone?
I mean, it comes with the job.
Your eyes perk up as you suddenly remember the unruly Rottweiler from earlier. Hey, what was up with that dog from earlier? Some guy came in storming out as I got here. Monty inhales and takes a deep sigh.
Oh, that's Matthew. Comes in from the other side of Eden. Classic alcoholic. Always hits his limits with the Edenoids. And comes crawling in here. Really sleazy fella.
And you still served him?
All of us have our fences to get by. Especially here with nothing to do nowadays. Living in expense has always been the norm out of here.
It's just a shameless despite of Hemel. Oh, I'm still talking as Monty.
Just a shame displays of Hendo seeing.
Monty's face suddenly nervous, serious for a moment.
But even in a perfect world, enough is enough. Pitiful fellow was about to poison himself. Says he's got no one left. Left his wife back at home.
The air becomes heavy as the tone of conversation shifts. Have you noticed that people have been kind of off lately?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't know, just more irritable, paranoid. I passed a few people on the way here. Dylan's been more high-strung than usual lately. Not like their normal upbeat way, but they're like frantic, talking to themselves, like they're lost in thought. Now I'm hearing about those other people isolating and trying to drink themselves to death. And I saw Benny on the train today, without Sebastian.
Lover squirrel.
Kinda. Benny just said he needed space, so Sebastian's been having bad dreams about him dying, and it was making him really clingy.
Everyone's has bad days.
No, trust me, I get that. But I just feel like something is wrong. Everyone and everything is falling apart. Everyone's been disappearing for years, and it's like... And everyone's been just a matter of people before you. Auntie places a firm paw on your shoulder.
Hey, you're letting your anxiety get the best of you. Take deep breaths.
You feel the comforting touch of Monty's large paw grasp at and massage your tense shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. You take a sip of tea. Inhale. Exhale.
Everything is going to be okay.
Inhale. Exhale. I don't know. This feels like an episode of Black Mirror. And we are definitely not on Earth anymore, so this can't be heaven on Earth. You quell your panic and wistfully sigh. What if my dreams are real, like premonitions or whatever? What's going to happen to Eden? To all of us? Monty releases his hand from your shoulder.
Like I said, dreams are strange. They pull from our memories or emotions. They manifest in weirdest ways. But for something so specific to just come true, that's unheard of. Things are going to be okay, Eli. What you really need is some rest. Finish up your tree, and I'll take you home.
Oh, such a gentleman! You stare at your mostly empty mug and swirl around the pink liquid. It's gone cold at this point. Monty reaches over the bartend and grabs a square piece of paper. It begins to methodically fold it into very incurrent shapes. You bring your tea up and your muzzle and throw your head back, finishing the rest in one go. I'm gonna go. Thanks, Monty. You stand from your sheet, mildly irritated at Monty's dismissiveness, and take breaks. You stand from your seat, mildly irritated at Monty's dismissiveness, and take brisk steps out of the bar. A gust of wind blows your fur back immediately upon stepping through the automatic doorway.
Eli,
What?
look, I didn't mean.
Monty crosses his arms and defiantly sighs.
I know that this has been taking a huge toll on you. I can't promise that things really are going to be okay. I'm worried too. Lots of friends have gone. I don't know what's happening either. But your dreams.
Monty takes a few slow steps towards you. As he approaches, he reaches into his pocket. His large paw pulls out of his pocket, and he directly opens his fingers, revealing an origami butterfly. Oh, that is so cute! You look at him questioningly. Monty, I already have tons of those at home. You keep making me all these paper cranes, birds, little dogs.
They say butterflies are a symbol of hope. If the tea doesn't work, maybe this will help you sleep better.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Monty sighs. Just hold on to this. Call it a good luck charm, or whatever. A reminder that I'm with you.
Oh, that's so sweet. You reach out and grab into the origami butterfly. You admire the craftsmanship behind the complex folds. Did it just glow? You tightly squeeze your eyes shut and shake your head. Did it just...
What's wrong?
You didn't see that? Monty furrows his brow and tilts his head.
See what?
Did he really not? Never mind, I just really need some sleep. You carefully put the origami into your pocket, taking care not to mangle it too badly.
What, need to take you home?
Yes! Take me home. Nah, I'll be fine. Might just walk there to clear my mind. It's not that far.
Alright, then. Take care, Eli. You know where to find me.
You turn around and walk past the train station, down the familiar roads back towards home. As you pass through some narrow corridors between buildings, you find yourself on a tight series of pathways branching off into many taller apartments. You stand for a moment and look down the central path. Warmly lit windows gently glow through the harsh neon cityscape before you. One might think this would be in deactivate of life inactively, but the same lights have been on for years now. Oh, always on and always untouched. You pray that one day, one of these lights turn off. Or even better yet, a new one turns on. Anything at all to show that maybe, just maybe, somebody is up there. Neon neon signatures stretches outwards and up, displaying several building names and now defunct businesses and storefronts. Without any form of excavation, insensitive or cooperative, the only work anyone would do would be done out of passion or for the craft, similar to Monty. As time would go on, more and more people would eventually give up their artistically scrambling to the lazy, desiccate lifestyle made possibly by the city. Seems even passiveness has a deadline. Your eyelids start to droop as you start to feel heavier. Gotta make it home. Almost there. You press on forward. About 20 minutes have passed as you trudge along the empty streets. Not long now. You approach the streets, adjust to your apartment. With each step closer, the air gets progressively more stale with the sweet, seductive, smoky scent of tobacco. Who's out at this hour? You turn the corner and see the familiar back of a wrinkled, disheveled, pine-colored shirt. In an attempt to slowly back away, you clumsily scuff the bottom of your shoe against the concrete. A loud scraping sound cuts through the silence. Shit!
What the?
The opposing Rottweiler from earlier whips himself around, stumbling over as he does so. His movements, while specifically more straightened out than earlier, you're still quite sloppy.
Oh, it's you.
Matthew takes a long drench of a cigarette. The remaining length quickly turns to ash, leaving only the orange paper of the filter left in his digits. It sharply inhales as he reluctantly throws the butt onto the ground. After holding in the air for a couple seconds, he then releases the cloud of smoke in an exaggerated sigh of relief.
Nice night.
Sure.
What? You don't like me littering? Who cares? Ain't no one around to see. Bots will get it anyway.
He reaches into his pocket.
You want to smoke? I owe you earlier.
I'll pass. I'm headed home.
What's the hurry? Not like anything else is happening. 500 something fuckers every year. On dog shit rock. Piece of shit. Neckerchief. Keeping me alive. Promised us everything. Now we're left here with nothing. Told my wife I'd never see her again. Soon she never even made it here. Must be partying it back on Earth without me.
He pulls a silver hip flask out of his pocket and opens it up, throwing his head back and taking a very prolonged swing. Based on the movements of his throat, you gather he must have taken at least 4 mouthfuls of whatever's in there.
And I was stupid enough to fall for their fucking traps. Get rid of us so they could figure shit out open. They abandoned us. And now, I got no one left. What's the fucking point?
He grunts and shakes his head, rocking the remaining liquid in the flask back and forth before holding it out towards you.
No smokes? How about a drink?
Look, I just want to go home. I'm beat.
The hell's up your ass? Loosen up. Unless That's your kind of thing.
It looks at you with half-drenched grin and starts to drunkenly lumber towards you.
I bet we could.
Hey, Eli! You hear a familiar, spotty voice echo through the streets, accompanied by the rapid pitter-patter of frantic steps.
I knew I saw you there, back on the bus street. You look kind of spaced out.
Oh, yeah. It's past my bedtime.
So, who's your friend? Like this, not worth my time.
He mutters in a barely audible grumble. Oh, I'll try again.
Like this, not worth my time.
Let's go. You vaguely take long strides back to the opposite direction. As you turn the corner, you look back at Matthew and see him slumps against the wall of an abandoned building, crumbling to the ground with his back against the wall. You can see him pull out his flask and take another drink as he lays down on the concrete before losing sight of him. You and Dylan take a detour through the streets, walking a couple buildings down to avoid walking down the same roads. Thanks, Dill.
Of course, hon. What a creep. Who the hell was that?
As you continue walking towards home, you take care not to speak any louder than a whimper. You figure you're in the clear. You enter your apartment building and take the lift up back to your room.
Huh. Crazy that he was just out there all this time. Just how many of us are left?
Dylan's ears droop as you see them peer out the windows down at the city streets.
Well, glad I caught you out there. Pretty lucky, huh?
Their mood quickly shifts back once again. What were you even doing out there?
I was headed home, actually. Saw you. Tried to catch up to say hi.
Oh, well, thanks. Bailed me out of that. Oh, do you want to stay the night? It's pretty late and you're already here.
Thanks, but nah. I gotta get home ASAP. Make sure everything's all good with Lane and Steven. Those two are a disaster.
You sure?
You know I'd never pass up a night with you.
They swing their fluffy mane aside with a flick of their neck as they wink at you.
But yeah, better get going. Plus, I can tell you need the rest. You look terrible. Might not be much sleeping if I stay. See you around.
Take care. The automatic doors slide open as they exit your apartment. You take a deep breath, then release all that stored up tension with an exaggerated groan. You turn around and look at the hologram screen on your desk to check for the time. 2:42 a.m.? Well, the tea definitely would have worn off by now, if it even worked. You take off your... I did not see you put on shoes. You take off your shoes and drowsily flop onto bed, not even taking the time to bother with any kind of night time routine. Lay down, face in your pillow, and can contemplate whether or not you should even bother taking your clothes off. You decide not to move. You rotate your side to let yourself breathe and close your eyes. Overwhelmed by exhaustion, you yawn one last time before steadying yourself and getting comfortable. Your breathing slows and your body fully relaxes as you As your consciousness shifts, you slowly open your eyes and find yourself on a series of gleaming panels, flawlessly smooth and perfectly aligned with a series of other glassy platforms. The air is cold, and you find it impossible to breathe. Not that you feel the need to. It is completely silent. You try to utter a phrase, but you feel your throat tighten. You try to take a step forward, but your movement is sluggish, as if you're moving through thick jelly. No, this is wrong. I can't be back here already. Not again. You find yourself feeling like you are in complete control, lacking the usual fogness you feel in your dreams. In your complete lucid state, you look down at your hands and see through yourself, only able to make out a vague silhouette of your form. I'll see you soon. Cutting through the deafening silence, you hear a distant voice, deep and gravelly, echoing through the vacuum of space. Wait, is that? You try to dart your head around to locate the source of the voice, feeling like every motion you make is lagging behind you. I'll save some for ya. The voice gets a little louder. You feel the gruff vocals resounding directly into your head. Despite your observations, no one is around but you. With nowhere else to go, you walk towards the edge of the platform and look down. Your heart starts to pound as you recall the dream you had just earlier today. In careful contemplation, you decide to just stand there and wait. You continue waiting. You try to force yourself awake with a pinch, but you feel no pain at all. What feels like hours pass, maybe even days. You have no way of persevering time, but it seems that standing around isn't going to accomplish anything. Completely devoid of options, you look down once again. Oh shit. Last time we jumped, so maybe something different will happen this time. It's just a dream. You'll be fine. You shut your eyes tight, not wanting to see the endless fall in front of you, and step over the edge. In an instant, your chest flutters as you feel yourself falling. You try to steady your breathing, but find that you are completely unable to breathe at all. I'm with you. Monty's words echo through your head. Are we actually getting backstory? What is happening?
Ah, man. Time to leave this shitty planet, huh?
Come on, Matt. This place isn't shitty. Just needs some work.
Yeah, some real serious work. Figure these dumbass scientists would fix everything by now.
Things aren't that bad. They sent some guys up there, and they're making great progress at finding a fix, I think.
Wait around. There's a whole ass city where everything is so much better. They got anti-aging nabots and everything. We can be together up there forever.
Forever.
No more worries. Little paradise.
They're working at bringing all that down here, too. They said it's coming real soon.
You actually believe in this shit? They've been saying that for years. We're gonna drop dead way before that happens.
But it's a one-way trip. What about everything we have here? What about the people you're leaving behind? We can't all go.
Fuck 'em. How lucky were we that we both get to go? Come on, babe.
You're right. You and me. Together forever.
Forever.
Now boarding the last space bus to Eden. Please utilize rental scanners for identification once reaching the gate.
Well, that's me. Hope they don't take too long sending yours. I'll see you soon.
See you soon. Don't have too much fun up there.
I'll save some for you.
Liar. She's a liar.
What the fuck's taking her so long? It's not like they stopped shipping people up here. Her pass up here was supposed to take a week to process, max. Did she?
She's not coming.
Nah, she'll be here soon. A whole year.
You'll never see her again.
2 years. 10 years.
Oh my god, what is happening?
50 years. God, I hope she was right about getting that tech working down there. She's still alive. She's gotta be.
You're delusional.
541 years. What's the fucking point? I've been doing the same thing every day for the past however many fucking years. Now everyone's disappearing. Probably found a way back to Earth. They aren't telling me about it.
You will be alone forever.
Everyone leaves me.
Everyone leaves you.
I can't keep doing this.
Yes.
I give up.
You let me do.
What the fuck? What the fuck? You wake up on the floor on your apartment. Feel like you're throwing up. That wasn't my dream. Shit. You sprint out of your apartment back to the street in a desperate attempt to find Matthew. You shout out in an extreme panic, completely overtaken by terror you had never felt in all of your 566 years of life. What? Oh my god. Matthew! He laid down here. He has to be nearby. You feel an intense pounding headache rotate from your skull. The immense pressure begins to build up. Your eyes feel like they are going to explode out of your sockets. There is no sign of the Rottweiler anywhere to be found. Your head violently spins, and you are unable to resort yourself. You fall to the ground.
Found you.
Oh wait, was I supposed to wait? You lay down on the concrete, staring up at the completely black sky. Glimmering dust hangs there, suspended in place, beautiful, yet unmoving. You feel strangely cortial. Your surroundings are completely devoid of color. Still disoriented, you try and pinch yourself again to try to wake up. You feel the pain this time, yet you remain there, laid down on the ground. For the first time in a long time, you notice you don't feel excruciating tired. Despite this, you aren't necessarily full of energy either. Basking in the stillness of everything, you feel at peace. You calmly close your eyes and take a deep breath. A gentle breeze, followed by a brief chime, echoes in your head. You hear a bright, girlish voice whisper to you. How did you get here? The familiar buildings of your streets stretch upwards onto the dusky skies. A glowing white vague of dog hovers above you. You can hardly make out any of her features. You continue to stare up at the building silhouettes. You notice her form subtly distorting around the edges before returning to its original shape. Where did you come from? I'm not sure. I must still be dreaming. Dreaming? She trails off for a moment. What does it mean to dream? Huh? How does she not? You know, it's when you fall asleep and your mind makes a bunch of things. Sometimes it feels like you're really there. I guess sometimes you can do that while awake too. Sleep. You see her position. You see her prostrate straighten up as she turns her head and looks down for another direction before turning back to you. That sounds nice. I want to dream too. It's not always nice. Sometimes it's confusing and terrifying. I mean, in the end, none of it's real. None of this is real. You try to remind yourself, but something about this feels off. Why does this feel so familiar? Not real. Then who am I? You lay there in silence for a moment as her silhouette hovers over you. Who are you? What are you? Where is this? Do you have a name? Do you have a name? What is a name? Is she really? I guess that's what people call you, or what you call yourself. I see. I wonder what people would call me. What do they call you? Oh, I'm Eli. Eli. That's a nice name. She wistfully looks off into the distance, turning her head away from you and contemplates for a moment. Who are you then? I don't know. I've been here as long as I can remember. It gets lonely. Sometimes I can hear voices, but this is the first time I've ever seen someone else. Company is nice. What are you then? I am me. Maybe I am nothing. Maybe I'm everything. Maybe I'm real. Maybe I'm not. All I know for sure is that I am me. Where is this then? This is my home. This is all I've ever known. It's always dark and empty. but it feels safe. Aside from the dust, of course. I don't know what it is, but it sure is pretty. You continue to lay on the ground, unsure if asking any more questions would be worth it. I feel like you've been getting more vague answers anyway. Are you real? What? You're caught off guard by your question. I mean, of course. How do you know? If we're both here in a dream, and we're both made up. What? You don't know how to answer that. Of course you're real. You try to evade the question. I just know. This isn't really helping. Oh, whoops. This isn't really helping. I've got to wake up. But it feels really peaceful here. Maybe I could stay for a while longer. Hey, buddy. Distant voice echoes through the silence. Dude, Eli. The voice calls out to you with increasing urgency. Your vision starts to dim as you feel your eyes close and your breath stops for a moment. Wait, don't go. Feeling your consciousness gradually return, you steady your breathing as you slowly open your eyes. I think this is a good place to end. Honestly, yeah, I think this is a good place to end. We will just end it right here. Oh my god, what a very crazy first episode. I have so many questions. I think my biggest question right now is, are people really disappearing? And if they are disappearing, where do they go? Oh my god, this is going to be a good series. I just know it. I will say though, throughout this entire video, my voice for voicing different characters is going to be a bit rough. I got to get used to it, especially when it comes to the older male voices. I'm only, I don't want to say my age, but let's just say I'm still young, so it's hard to do deep voices. But I'm still going to try my best. Anyway, this was a great first episode. So I wonder what will happen next. I'm so excited. In the meantime, don't forget to don't forget to like, comments, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell. This was Buddy Bear 83. Signing off.